And now let's meet the starting lineup. For Fairfield, number 31, Shannon Stump. And for the Eagles, number 10, Troy Vandermolen. For the Trojans, number 23, Terry Justman. And for the Eagles, number 14, Eric Pothoven. For Fairfield, number 35, Mason Phelps. For Pella Christian, number 20, Ryan Klein. For Fairfield, number 45, Steve Carvaca. For the Eagles, number 52, Mark Van Dorp. Rounding out the lineup for Fairfield, number 53, Troy Dorsey. For the Eagles, number 54, Brent Deeding. The Trojans are coached by Nick Flattery, the Eagles by Jerry Nichols.
Here we await the tip-off with a sellout crowd of 568 people. And it's grabbed by Ryan Klein, given to Pothoven. He takes it down the court. Sets up the offense over to Klein. Back to Pothoven. To Klein. Push to the other side and back around. Into Woody, takes the shot. Bounces off, 53 with the rebound. Fairfield pushes the ball up the court. Watches for the open shot, I guess. Work the ball around, doesn't look like they're getting a whole lot. Pella's defense seems to be doing a pretty good job to start out with, as Woody almost gets the steal. And Geets with the grab, all right. And it gets the Pella Christian crowd on their feet early. Around to, back to Pothoven. He takes the three, in and out. Fairfield pushes the ball up the court. Into 35, he gets jumper, no good. 31 with the rebound. Fairfield just isn't getting a whole lot off this Pella Christian defense. Switches it around. The shot, it's good by 35. Mason Phelps. Pothoven brings the ball up the court. Fairfield in the zone defense. Brings it around to Pothoven again. Woody. Woody goes to the drive, and it's in. Fairfield brings the ball around, over to 45, over to 35. The shot, and it's good. Again by Phelps. Pothoven pushes the ball up the court. Over to Woody. Back over. And it's good for the three. What a shot by Troy Vandermolen. 31 pushes the ball up the court. Get the pass off to 35. Bring it around. Over to 31. 23 for the three. No good. Woody with the rebound. Potovan pushes the ball up the court to Van Gorp for the layup, and he's fouled. They'll push the ball up the court every time they can, but it doesn't look like they got the bucket this time. And Van Gorp will be at the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and in. Second shot is no good. Potovan with the rebound. Fake shot. No good, and it's fouled. Two shots for Potovan. Potovan, one of the better Pella Christian free throw shooters, makes his first shot easily. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by Phelps, pushed up the court by 45. Stolen by Woody Klein. The shot off the drive is no good. And there's a foul on, it appears, Brent Giddings. No, it was on Potovan. Christian in there, full court press. Potovan almost gets the steal. And they stick with the press. Pass the ball into 35. He's already got 4, and another one. He has scored all 6 of their points so far. As Potovan brings the ball up the court. Over to Ryan Klein, into Van Gorp, over to Geets. He's fouled on the shot. By number 23. As 23 sits down. Giddings for the first shot. It's good. Second one is no good. Fairfield with the rebound. They just aren't getting much as Troy Vandermolen almost gets the steal. Shot by 53. It's good, and the foul on Mark Van Gorp. First foul on Van Gorp. The shot is no good. Woody Klein with the rebound, over to Potovan. Brings the ball up the court to Vandermolen. Over to Potovan again. To Woody. Into Van Gorp. The shot, it's good. Good post-up play. Pella Christian into man-to-man. 35 the shot, no good. Partially blocked by Van Gorp. Potovan brings the ball up the court. Over to Vandermolen. Potovan. Giddings. Vandermolen for the shot, and it's good. Good shot. Inside to Phelps. Turnaround jumper is no good. Woody for the turnaround. It's good. All right. Good shot. The inside game is really working for the Eagles. 33, fake inside to Phelps, and it's an offensive foul. As Brad Wienia comes in for Mark Van Gorp. Pothoven brings the ball up the court, over to Vandermolen, into Woody, the shot, it's no good, grabbed by 53, who traveled. It'll be Pella Christian's ball. Woody the inbound, into, shot is no good. Woody grabs the rebound, cuts it up, but fouled on the shot by number 33, Rasmussen. And Woody will have 2 on the line. Kyle Jansen replaces Eric Pothoven. Klein for his first shot, and it's good. Second shot is up, and it's good also. Pella Christian in the full court press. 53 brings the ball up the court, and looks like they're going to have to set up all over again. 33 over to 25. 45, baseline jumper, it's good. Kyle Jansen now bringing the ball up the court. Brings it over to Klein. Back around. Vandermolen with the shot, no good, but there's a foul on number 33, Rasmussen.
On the shot? On the shot.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2 shots for Vandermolen. Shot is no good. He makes the second shot. 25, another full court press by Pella. Foul on Ryan Klein. Yeah, I think that's his first foul, yep. Rasmussen with the ball, brings it over to 25 to 45. Drives, the shot, no good. Bounced around, Giddings saves it. Twinia over to Jansen, brings the ball up the court. Ball is pushed back out by Fairfield, and Woody gets the baseline shot. Good shot. He'll get you on that one every time.
How true.
Over to Phelps. Pushes it in, but the pass is off, and it'll be Pella Christian's ball again. And Pothoven returns into the game, as well as Greg Ekoff. And Pothoven brings the ball up the court. 30 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Pella Christian will go for the last shot. Take a little time off the clock. get the shot that they want. .11 seconds left. Now it looks like they're going to really go for the last shot now. Pothoven, 4 seconds left. Teakoff, the shot, and it's good at the buzzer. What a shot, perfectly planned. What a play by Pella Christian. At the buzzer. And it's a 21-10 Pella Christian lead for the beginning of the second quarter. And they take the court for the second quarter. It'll be Fairfield's ball as 45, I won't even attempt to pronounce his name. 33 tries a little drive on Pothoven. Troy Vandermolen steals the ball, brings the ball up the court. The shot, it's no good, grabbed by Van Gorp. The rebound shot is good. Fairfield again brings the ball up the court. 25 over to 45. Vandermolen almost with the steal. Shot by Phelps is an air ball. And that's the jump ball. That'll go to Pella Christian. Pothoven sets it up. Over to Vandermolen, into Klein, back out to Vandermolen, Pothoven, Vandermolen, over to Woody. The dribble, the shot, no good. Brought down by number 45, pushed up the court. 25 with the ball. Over to 45. 25 with the shot, and it's off. Van Gorp with the rebound. Over to Van Gorp. Inside to Klein. Klein tries to get it to Van Gorp, but it's out of bounds, and it'll be Fairfield's ball. Fairfield tries to inbounds the ball. Looks like Pella Christian goes to the full court press again. 33 over to 53. And there's a timeout by Fairfield. And the score is 23-10. Pella Christian with the lead. For the inbounds play. Into 25 to 33. Rasmussen over to 23 into 35 to 53. The shot is good. And Fairfield goes to the full court press. Pothoven with the ball. Dribbles to past the half court. The ball is nearly saved by Matt Rasmussen, but it'll be Pella Christian's ball. Wienia with the inbound. Gets it to Troy. Drives. The shot. Oh, almost. Travel. That's the second time he's had that ball on the ground. Wienia again with the inbounds play. Over to Vandermolen. Back out to Pothoven. Into Wienia. To Pothoven. Takes the three-point shot, and it's short. 23 with the rebound. Brings the ball up the court. Takes the 15-footer, and no good. Grabbed by Phelps, but he traveled. And Pella Christian calls the timeout to 12. Wienia sets up for the inbound play as Fairfield goes to its full court press. Vandermolen dribbles, Passes off to Pothoven, who brings the ball up the court and sets up. Over to Vandermolen, to Van Gorp, to Wienia. And they got Wienia for the travel.
No way!
Looks like Handy has the rebound into 33. Rasmussen over to Phelps, to number 25. Pass, it's stolen by Van Gorp. Pothoven brings up the ball. Drives, the shot, and it's no good. Brought down by Phelps over to 33. 25 for the three, and it's good. Pothoven. Fairfield staying in that full court press. Back to Pothoven. They set up for the play. Klein has the ball, gives it to Giddings. 15-footer's no good. Van Gorp with the rebound, and it's good. The height of this Pella Christian team has definitely shown an advantage with the rebounding. 23 tries to drive, ball stripped away by Vandermolen, and Van Gorp grabs it, brings it to Pothoven, who nearly loses it. Pothoven passes to Klein, almost stolen by 23, and it'll be Fairfield's ball. Fairfield inbounds the ball as Stump brings the ball up the court. He loses it, Pothoven grabs it, and it should be an easy layup. Yeah, and it is. Fairfield pushes the ball up the court quickly, but they're going to have to do a lot more than that to catch Pella Christian off guard. 25 with the ball, brings it over to Stump. Over to Phelps. Into 53, shoots, and he gets the bucket and is fouled by Giddings. And he'll try and convert the three-point play. First foul by Giddings as he sits down. Shot is up and no good. They got a lane violation, and it looks like he'll get to shoot the shot over. He shoots and misses again. This time, Vandermolen with the rebound. Brings the ball up the court. Over to Wienia, into Van Gorp, and he's fouled.
That's 2 on him, I think.
Yeah, Pella Christian's already in the bonus. Looks like Van Gorp will have a 1-and-1. His first shot is up, and it's good. Thank you for your support, Mark Reitzma. Van Gorp's second free throw is no good. Grabbed down by 53. 25 brings the ball up the court. Back over to Rasmussen, to 25. Around to Stump. Bring the ball into Rasmussen, but he is fouled by Ryan Klein. I think that's the second one on Woody. Yep. Both teams in the bonus. Misses his first shot. Second shot is good. Klein the inbounds to Vandermolen. Over to Potoven, who brings the ball up the court. Fairfield's press not really doing a whole lot to this Pella Christian team. Potoven passes to Vandermolen. To Wienia. The shot, and it's good! Stump brings the ball up the court. Rasmussen, number 25, back to Stump. To Rasmussen. Over into 25, he shoots, and it's good. Surprised you could see the bucket standing between two trees. Vandermolen brings the ball up the court quickly. Ball bounces off of Phelps' leg, and it'll be Pella Christian's ball again. And Eric Potoven takes the seat as Kyle Jansen comes in. Woody with the inbounds to Van Gorp. The shot, it's good. Good inbounds play. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court. Guarded by Ryan Klein. Inside pass is deflected by Van Gorp. It's still Fairfield's ball. Over to Stump. In the corner, back to Stump. Brings it around to Rasmussen, to Stump. Reverse the ball. And almost stolen by Klein. The shot by Stump is in and out. Grabbed by Mark Van Gorp as Kyle Jansen brings the ball up the court. Back around to Wienia. He's fouled on the shot, and he'll shoot two. Second foul for number 53. And Wienia sets up for his first shot. Up and good. Good free throw shooting by Pella Christian so far. Second shot by Wienia is up, and it's short. Lane violation though, but it's against Pella Christian, and Fairfield will have the ball. Over to 23, to 25, to 45, back to 25. Over to 23. 25. Loses the ball momentarily, and after some scramble, 23 gets it back. He shoots and is totally rejected by Gatings. What a blocked shot. Boy, he ate that one. And the Pella Christian fans are on their feet. 25 with the ball. This Pella Christian defense is definitely fired up. The rebound is finally grabbed by Wienia, given to Jansen, who brings the ball up the court. Wienia into Van Gorp. The shot, no good. Pulled down by 23, and it's a jump ball. That'll be Fairfield's. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court. Gets the shot off, no good. Grabbed by Van Gorp. Good rebound. Jansen brings the ball up the court. Brings it over. Geets with the shot, it's no good. Van Gorp, oh. Didn't get the shot they wanted that time. Well, it's halftime with the score 33-20. Pella Christian leads. Oh, it's just fine, thank you. We're back. Ryan Klein with the inbounds to Pothoven. Pothoven brings it over to Woody. Back around to Pothoven. Over to Vandermolen to Van Gorp. Back to Pothoven. Into Geets. The shot is partially blocked. Totally blocked. When Geets brought it back down, he was on the line, and it's Fairfield's ball.
And life goes on.
Oh, this stump over to 23 to 45. Falls down. Back to Stump. Boy, he is a stump. Over to 35. Tries to get it to Stump. 45. Over to 53. The shot is up and good.
He has 10.
Klein over to Vandermolen. Full court press shown by Fairfield. Pothoven not having much problems though, and brings up the ball easily. Brings it over to Vandermolen. Over to Van Gorp. To Klein. Dribbles. Passes off to Pothoven. The shot, no good. Rebound by Fairfield. 31 brings the ball up the court. It's 23. Over to 45 to 31. 23. 45 again with the ball. 53. Trying to get the ball inside to the post, but it's not working very well. Stump with the ball now. Takes some orders from the bench. 35. Phelps with the shot. It's good, and the foul. That'll be 2 or 3 on Van Gorp. Yep, that's 2.
He has the pump shoes.
He does.
The things on the back.
Pothoven brings the ball up the court. Brings it over to Vandermolen. Fake shot. Shoots the baseline jumper. No good. Grabbed down by Van Gorp. Brings it through his legs to Klein. Turnaround hook shot is good. And the foul. He'll get you every time. That's 3 fouls on number 35. Klein with the inbound pass to they say Klein's foot was on the line. Fairfield gets the ball. Stump brings the ball up the court to 23. Into 53 to Phelps. Oh, what a break. Gives it to Klein to Pothoven. He brings it up the court. 3-on-3 break. Pothoven with the layup. He makes it look so easy. Stump the other way brings the ball up the court. That doesn't quite have the same shot Pothoven does and misses. Pothoven with the 3. And it's good! All net! All net! Yeah, what a shot. He can shoot it. Seeing some good outside shooting by Pella Christian tonight. As Fairfield calls the timeout, the score is Pella Christian 40, Fairfield 25. Hey, this game has been brought to you on part of
Eagle Land.
Eagle Land, yes. Fairfield with the ball. Stolen by Vandermolen, brings the ball up the court. Passes to Klein. The shot is... They're going to count this one or not? They give him the shot and the foul. That's No, that's 3 fouls for number 45. And it looks like Fairfield's getting fouls early. No, that's just the first one on 45. Klein is having a good night, that's for sure, as he comes to the line. First shot is in and out, almost grabbed by Vandermolen, but it's out of bounds. Be Fairfield's ball as Pella Christian sets up in their full court press.
It is full court press, yeah.
Brought up by 25 to Phelps. Back to 25. And they set up Pella Christian now in zone defense. Klein and Gietings on the top. 25 over to 23. Over to Phelps. Back to 23. Takes the 3. And it's no good. Van Gorp with the rebound. Passes off to Potoven. Pushes the ball up the court. Pass over to Vandermolen. The shot. No good. Brought up the court by 25 over to Rasmussen. Almost picked off by Vandermolen. Got a good hand on it there. Good hustle on part of the Eagles. And it is the Eagles' ball. Klein inbounds to 2-on-2 break, but they bring it back to set up the play. Potoven over to Klein. Klein over to Gietings. To Vandermolen. To Potoven. He dribbles, drives, the shot. Yeah! It's good, they're gonna count it. And the foul. Excellent drive by Potoven. That'll be the 4th foul on
35.
Phelps. He's going to take a seat. They can't afford to get him in foul trouble. He's the only man that's playing the post right now. Potoven will shoot the 1 shot, try and convert the 3-point play, and he doesn't. Rasmussen inbounds.
The Eagles have taken a commanding 20-point lead in the 3rd quarter.
Yes. Brought over to 53. Passes to 25. 45 inside to 53, and he gets it in. Potoven as Fairfield shows some full court press again. Trying to guard Potoven pretty closely, but he's pretty quick. Over to Gietings. Stolen away by 45. Off Vandermolen's shoe. He hits the deck. Looks like it'll be Fairfield's ball. Good hustle. This Eagle team doesn't give up, that's for sure. 33 into 23. Tries to pass it inside, but Van Gorp steals it. And Potoven brings the ball up the court. Over to Vandermolen. Brings it out to Klein. And he's 3-second violation. It'll be Fairfield's ball. No, yeah. No, foul on the play, I guess. Blocking foul, yes. And Vandermolen takes his seat. Into Potoven. Over to Klein. He shoots the 3. It's too long. 23 with rebound. Over to Rasmussen, who brings the ball up the court. Into 45. Stolen by Gietings. Potoven pushes the ball up the court. Over to Wienia. Brings it out to Gietings. He shoots it. It's for 2, but it's no good. 53 grabs the ball. And 23 brings the ball down the court. 25 over to 23 to 25. Pass it around, get the 3-point shot up, and it's no good. Grabbed by Gietings, but knocked out of his hands. And it'll be Eagles ball, yep. Ryan Klein into Wienia. Back to Klein, he dribbles up the court. Ooh. The pass is deflected by number 53. As Stump checks back into the game. Taking out Handy. Inbounds by Klein. Over to Pato and Tawinia. Corner baseline shot, no good. Van Gorp with a rebound, no good. And Fairfield brings the ball up the court. Over to Stump. Back to 33, 23, 45. Baseline shot. Brought back in by 53. Wiener with the ball, gives it to Potovan. Potovan brings the ball up the court. Over to Wiener, who loses the ball, and it'll be given to Fairfield, it appears, yes. Greg Ecoff checks into the game, and Brent Giddings will take a seat. Stunt brings the ball up the court. Brings it over to Rasmussen. Reverse, almost stolen by Potovan. Good effort. Over back to Rasmussen. He shoots the baseline shot, and it's good. Over Greg Ecoff. Woody brings the ball into Potovan, who hurries the ball up the court. Gets the layup is missed, and it's stolen by Potovan. Potovan gets the ball back and brings the ball up the court. Brought to Wiener. 40 seconds left on the clock. Potovan has the ball now. Looks like they're going to set up for the last shot again. Back out to Klein. To Potovan. Fairfield wants that ball back, but I don't think they're going to get it. Klein with the ball now. Over to Potovan again. The only way Fairfield's going to do anything is if they foul. And I don't think they want to do that at this point. Over to Klein. There's 10 seconds. Potovan has the ball. He drives. Off to Ecoff, and he gets the shot! 2 seconds left, and they will not get the shot. They will not get it. Ecoff with his second shot with only 2 seconds remaining. Very patient Eagle team is able to get the last shot. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mommy. Everybody say hi. Here we take a look at the school board staff. Let's see if we can get a close-in on Mr. Heisman's beard here.
It's nicely filling out.
Yeah. Either electricity went out in his house or he forgot to buy a new razor. Fairfield inbounds the ball to 31. Stump.
Hey, did you have that on? That joke? I don't know.
23 has it. 31. 23. Down baseline shot by 45. It's no good. Grabbed by. There'll be a foul here. Yeah, that's on Stump. That's his third foul, I guess. Pella Christian in the bonus. No, just his first.
See, look at his shoes.
And Wiener shoots. Shot is good. Converts the first half to the 1-and-1. As Wiener shoots the second shot. It's up and no good. Grabbed by 53. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court. Stump. Over to Rasmussen. Guarded closely by Wiener. 31 has the ball. Brought over to 23. To Rasmussen. Shot is up. He's fouled by Brent Giddings. Yeah, check out those Air Jordans by Giddings. Yeah, I'll tell you, it really enhances his play. Shot is up and good by Rasmussen. It's amazing what a $100 shoe will do for you. Second shot is up and good too.
He probably never would have got that block shot with them though, there, George.
Wienia pushes the ball up the court. Over to Ekoff. The shot is no good. Grabbed by Wienia. And it's good. Good shot. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court now. Fairfield is going to have to get something going right now or it's not going to happen. 25 brings it over to 35. 53 shoots. Foul somewhere. It's on Giddings again.
He just stood there.
That's his third foul.
He just stood there.
Appeared to be a body foul, I guess. 23 over to 53. It's stolen by Troy. Shoots the layup, and it's good. Good hustle. Over to 33. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court. It's 25. It's 23. 23. Knocked out by Ekoff. Over to Vandermolen. Brings the ball down the court. Over to Kyle Jansen. To Vandermolen. Jansen. To Giddings. To Wienia. 3-second violation by Wienia. And it'll be Fairfield's ball as Mark Van Gorp and Ryan Klein both checking into the game. And Eric Potovan checking into the game. We've got the 5 starters back in, so Pella Christian's ready to extend their lead. Rasmussen brings the ball up the court, dumps it off to 23. Over to 25. Into 53. It's 23. Drops it off to 53. No good. Phelps has the ball. Blocked shot by Van Gorp. He blocks it again. Foul on Vandermolen. That'll be his first foul. As Phelps goes to the line for 2 shots. First one is up and no good. Left-hander misses his first shot. Second shot is good. Fairfield showing some full court press now. Man-to-man. Vandermolen appears he tripped. No, he's fouled. Fouled by 23. And looks like that's 23's 4th foul. Vandermolen's first shot is good. Second shot is up and good. 23 inbounds as Pella Christian shows some full court press. 53 has it, gives it to 25. Drives, passes off to Phelps. Shot is no good. Fouled by Woody. That's Woody's 3rd foul. And Phelps will go to the line again for 2 shots. First one is up and good. Second shot is also good. More man-to-man pressure, and there is a blocking foul by Vandermolen. I don't know how they got that one in there, but 23 will go to the line now. One and one. First shot is no good. And Gorp with the rebound. Over to Pothoven. Quickly dribbles down court. Over to Vandermolen for the shot. It is short. 23th rebound. Brings the ball up the court. Over to Rasmussen. The drive, and it's good. Vandermolen brings the ball up the court, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul on 23, and he's gone.
Polite applause. There's a little polite applause. Happy trails to you until we meet again.
10. The shot is up and good by Vandermolen.
Who is this for? Is it for us?
Vandermolen. Second shot is up and no good. Grabbed down by Phelps. Over to 25. To 33, Rasmussen. Over to Stump. Back around to 33. Pass is blocked by Woody. And Pothoven brings the ball up the court. Over to Klein. The shot is no good. Grabbed down by Phelps again. Stump pushes the ball up the court. Over to 25. Pass over to Stump. And there's going to be a foul on Troy Vandermolen, I believe.
Picked up a couple quick ones.
Yeah. That's his third. As 25 goes to the line for the 1-and-1. First shot is up and good. Second shot is no good. And Gorp with the rebound. Pothoven brings the ball up the court. As the man guarding him falls, Pothoven shoots but misses. Stump brings the ball up the court. Slight contact by Gatings, but nothing called. Deflected by Vandermolen, and it'll be Fairfield's ball. Over to Phelps. The shot is up and good. Vandermolen brings the ball. Passes to Pothoven. Pothoven over to Vandermolen. To Gatings. To Klein. Inside, tries to get it to Pothoven. That was off Fairfield's hands, I believe. And we see some action from Chad Dieleman as he replaces Brent Gatings. Chad Dieleman, a sophomore. One of the two sophomores on this varsity squad. 53 shot is no good. And it'll still be Fairfield's ball. 25 with the inbounds pass to 33. Over to Stump. Pass is deflected by Vandermolen. As Rasmussen passes the ball into 25. They're not going to be able to waste much time. They got to get the shots off right away if they want to get anywhere into this game. 53 out to Rasmussen. The shot is good. I don't know how he got that one up, but he got it. And the timeout is called by Fairfield. The score 55-43. We'll be back right after these messages. Now the teams take the court. It'll be the Eagles' ball. Ryan Klein with the inbounds. Klein inbounds to Dieleman, who drops it off to Vandermolen. Over to Pothoven. Gives it over to Vandermolen. To Van Gorp. The shot is good. Haven't heard much action from Van Gorp this second half. Stump brings the ball up the court. Over to Rasmussen to 25, shoots the three, and it's way off. Dielman with the rebound. First rebound of the night. Potovan brings the ball up the court. Over to Dielman. Dielman passes to Klein. Finally gets a handle on it. And they're going to call Rasmussen for the foul. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. That's Rasmussen's third. Klein's first shot is up and no good. Grabbed by Potovan. And he's fouled. He'll shoot two.
He forced it up there.
Yeah. Foul on 25. And that's his first. Potovan's first free throw is up and good. As the Eagles extend their lead
15
to 15 points. Potovan's second shot is also good. I'm not sure, but I think he's pretty close to perfect from that free throw line so far tonight. Rasmussen over to 25, into 53. Shot is rejected by Van Gorp, but they're going to say he fouled him. That's Van Gorp's third. And 53 will go to the line for two shots. His first shot is good. Second shot is also good. Fairfield showing the press, gives it to Potovan, who quickly brings it up the court to Van Gorp. Ball is slapped out of his hands, and
number 2.
Woody Klein will inbounds to Van Gorp. The shot, good play. Fairfield was caught off guard that time, and 53 gets another foul. That's his third foul, and Van Gorp will go to the line for two shots. No, just one. He made the shot, and he converts the three-point play as the Eagles extend their lead. Rasmussen back out to 25, fakes the three-point shot, shoots for two, no good. Phelps with the rebound. They call for the jump ball, and that'll go to the Eagles.
Yep, Eagles ball.
Eagles lead by 17 as Klein inbounds to Van Gorp. Over to Potovan, 1-on-2 fast break. Potovan gets the easy layup. Very well set up by the Eagles. Rasmussen inside to Phelps, but it's knocked.
That might have been
knocked out.
The nail in the coffin. How's that go? Made the nail.
And Woody, Van Gorp, and Vandermolen all take a break. And Potovan. They've all done a great job tonight. Put forth a lot of effort. As it appears the Eagles will win this game. Jansen brings the ball up the court. Over to Ekoff, to Chad. He gets the shot, all right. 2 points by Chad Dielman. Good baseline jumper. Over to 25, brings the ball down the court. To 43, haven't seen much action from him. 23, over to 33. To 35, Phelps, shot is no good. Rebounded by Dielman. Bobbled and then grabbed by Wienia as Jansen brings the ball up the court. Wienia with the ball. The shot, 15-footer, is an air ball. And Fairfield will have another chance.